The MMA guru has responded to Ariel Helwani going at him on X. On Friday, we posted the footage of Bryce Mitchell saying he doesn't like Ariel while fishing with Guru. Ariel went off on Bryce for the comments, and then posted this about Guru. He said, "Valiant effort for asking all your friends to beg me to come on the show. I respect it. Sorry the dream couldn't be realized just yet. Better luck next time." Here's what Guru had to say in response on one of his recent streams.
Just joined, you address Ariel 10-7ing you? What's the 10-7? I asked to go on his show and he didn't have me on. We knew this before, but he's bragging about it on Twitter as a 43-year-old man with multiple children. I hope to God, when I'm 43, I'm not bragging that I didn't accept someone wanting to do a collaboration with me on Twitter for points. I pray to God I'm not that miserable at 43 years of age with multiple children. Wow.
It looks like Garry has a fight booked. Ian has been campaigning for a welterweight title shot against Islam Makhachev. Yesterday he posted this to his Instagram. In the caption he wrote, "In camp." Despite being undefeated, Muhammad Mokaev was released from the UFC after his unanimous decision win over Manel Kape at UFC 304. Dana White stated that Mokaev was simply hard to deal with behind the scenes for UFC matchmakers. Mokaev now claims that he's been offered to compete in UFC BJJ. On X he wrote, "I have been offered to compete against Mikey Musumeci for the UFC BJJ belt. What do you think, guys?" Dana White says matchmaking for the UFC White House event kicks off tomorrow. He shut down the rumor of Conor McGregor fighting Colby Covington on the card. In an Instagram comment, Dana said, "Total bullshit. White House matchmaking meeting is tomorrow. Mick Maynard flying in tomorrow for it. We will have fights dialed in by this weekend." Israel Adesanya reveals he was supposed to fight Reinier de Ridder on short notice last year, but he got injured during training.
I was gonna fight last year, but then I got injured in the gym, and then that opportunity got taken away. It was a short notice fight as well. I've never done one of those, so that would have been exciting.
Who was the person?
RDR.
Yeah.
On 5 weeks notice, 6 weeks notice, and I was already training, so I was getting ready for a fight. So it would have been like, right, I've never done this before. You're fit, hop in there, but then that moment got taken away from me. But that's, in hindsight, the best thing. Even though I wasn't happy with it then, it was the best thing. And then AfroSoul happened, so that was just the best.
Yeah.
Izzy also says he might retire by 2028. He says he has less than 10 fights left.
I'm not gonna be like, oh.
How many do you think you have left?
Less than 10.
What? Less than 10 fights? Damn.
You are? You surprised?
Yeah, I thought it was like 4 or 5. I thought you weren't gonna fight past 40.
Well, I know that's still less than 10.
less than 10. Okay.
Okay.
I thought it was a lot less.
I know, 6, 7. Nah, yeah, who knows? Like, I know it's less than 10. It can't be past 10. So if I fight now, fight one more time towards the end of the year, maybe. That's 2 fights. If I do 2 fights a year, next year I can still fight. 2028 is where I'll be like, I don't know yet. I don't know. I can't see past 2027, but I do know 2028. I don't know. I don't think that far ahead at the moment, but yeah. I do glance at it, but I don't really try and focus on it. I just know I'm on the tail end. I can see the finish line. I've been seeing the finish line in the distance, but now it's closer. But who knows at what pace will I get there?
Jorge Masvidal thinks Dana White is exaggerating Mark Zuckerberg's fighting capabilities.
Zuckerberg will beat the out of every one of you.
All right, enough, man. I'm gonna throw up. I keep seeing this Zuckerberg looks like a he fixes computers and I don't know. I don't think you get like some construction worker or some Latin dude that just got out of jail. Don't give no grew up fighting in the streets. You better be careful, Dana. I'll put some money on it. I got some uncles and tios that'll fight if you want to set it up, Dana.
Joaquin Buckley went off on the entire welterweight division last night.
Active though, if I can get anybody active, I say JDM. Me and JDM would be good money, right? And it ain't because of where he placed on the right as number 1, but I think that me and JDM just stylistically, bro, we just it's fireworks, right? And I'm sure because of what we both went through, right, getting held down for damn near 5 rounds. Well, me 4 rounds, him 5 rounds. And him almost crying, right, in the middle of the octagon, I think we'll be good work, right? And we'll be satisfied with the work that we put on, once we fight each other. So that's what I'm looking at. Me and JDM, me and Jack Della Madalena. Yes, sir. Please stop asking me that question when I'm fighting. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, y'all. I'm working towards something, you know. Obviously, we got to be patient. But right now, the division don't stand still. Like, this is crazy. You know, I ain't, hey, look. The matchmakers know their job. They know better than me what they doing. But right now, they got the hottest division, and ain't nobody fighting. You got Islam out there playing wrestle ball, you know. You got Protez out there partying, clubbing. You got Morales out there twerking and twirling. You got JDM still at the house crying. You got Leon missing again. You got Bilal trying to sell war meals. You got Ian Gary watching in the corner. Boy, I don't know what's going on. Like, what's going on with the welterweight division? We got to get things active. Come on now. It's the truth. But yeah, y'all laughing. These ain't jokes. These ain't jokes, man. This shit real. I'm ready to see, you know, what we capable of doing, man, 2026. Because right now, we all wasting time. Every single person that's at the welterweight division wasting. And then, oh yeah, Shavkat gone. And Shavkat knocked out the rankings.
Jon Jones and Demetrious Johnson discuss who's the GOAT of MMA.
I feel like people respect us both tremendously as great fighters for completely different reasons.
Of course.
I always say there's plenty of room up there for many stars.
Yep.
Yeah.
I always loved him. He was like, why does it always have to be one?
Yeah.
I love that. He was like, it doesn't always have to be one. I was like, you know what, Nick? You're right. There always has to be one. So.
And the truth is, like, who's the best is always going to be an opinion.
Yeah.
So it's great to be mentioned in the conversation.
Of course.
That's what it's about. We made it.
Yep. Absolutely. All right, God bless.
Let's go. Always.
God bless. God bless.
Come on, Mighty Mouse.
Sean O'Malley reacts to the news about Dana White not being directly involved in matchmaking or fighter contract negotiations.
Yeah, I mean, I've never dealt with Dana ever dealing with fights. I've always dealt with, first for a long time I dealt with Sean Shelby, and then I started dealing with Hunter. Never dealt with Dana from fights or fight contracts or anything. Hunter's always done that. But yeah, so I'm not really that surprised, but I guess it is kind of surprising for like fans to hear. But yeah, I feel like I always kind of knew that Dana didn't really ever have anything. Not that he doesn't have a say, I'm sure he does, but he doesn't have direct involvement.
I wonder how much he is like involved with the matchmaking and other aspects of the UFC.
He said not even in the matchmaking?
He didn't say that specifically.
Oh.
People were taking it that way.
Oh, I'm sure he has something to do with the matchmaking, or at least an opinion. He's a goddamn white.
Islam Makhachev tells a guy to go 2-3 years Dagestan because of his haircut and jewelry.
Mustafa. Da, brate. What is this, bro? What is this, Mustafa? What is this, bro? Bro, you have to come. Where, brother, where? 2-3 years Dagestan and forget.
Arman Tsarukyan shows how he warms up for wrestling. Aljamain Sterling wants to be the backup fighter for Movsar Evloev versus Lerone Murphy at UFC London because he thinks Evloev is extremely unreliable. However, he still believes Evloev would defeat Murphy if the fight goes ahead.
I'm trying to throw my name in the hat to be a backup for that London card.
Oh yeah? For Movsar and Lerone Murphy?
Listen, man, Movsar is one of the most unreliable guys that pulls out of how many fights, or somehow his opponent doesn't make it to the fight, but usually it's him. So, I wouldn't mind going back to the UK with the men and going to see my grandparents over there. My grandma, this is my cousins. So I think that would be fun. Obviously, cutting weight sucks, but if I get the opportunity to put myself in a #1 contender position where I can fight either one of those guys and win, I think the writing's on the wall that I get another title shot long before it's overdue.
Who do you think takes that out of Movsar, Lerone? Who's next for Volk? Did I ask you that yet? I don't think so.
No, so I guess where we left off was who would probably win that matchup. And I feel like Movsar has more ways, well, a very clear path to win. I don't want to say more ways, but I mean, you could push him up against Cage, you could take him down to hold him. Yeah.
You said you felt in your fight Movsar was starting to wilt a little bit in the last round. Do you think 5 rounds is going to affect him against Murphy?
I wouldn't say he was starting to wilt. I would say that third round, I felt like I broke him. When I took him down and I slammed him on his head and then I slammed him again, I think he was just kind of like, all right, I'm just going to hang out here because I almost felt like he conceded the loss. And that's why I thought, like, after 3.5 minutes of the round of the control for myself, I really thought I did enough.
Israel Adesanya has responded to Joaquin Buckley's remarks when he was interviewing Joe Pyfer on the Overdogs podcast. Izzy is set to fight Pyfer in the main event of UFC Seattle on March 28th.
Oh yeah, that was another one I saw. Fuck, what's his name? That's funny. What's that nigga's name? The guy I hate. What's his name? The one I don't like. I'm a hater.
Buckley, yeah.
Joaquin Buckley. That's his name. I actually forgot his name. I was like, what's his name? Joaquin Buckley. Only thing I like about him is his highlight. But anyway, he was interviewing Pyfer and what was he saying? You know, hey, you know he part of the LGBTQ.
You know Izzy part of the community, right? You know, the LGBT.
Well, I don't support it, bro. Like, look, I have respect for Izzy for what he's done as a fighter. I don't know him as a person.
And then, you know, Piper was like, hey, man, I don't know Izzy personally, da-da-da-da. And then I think the thumbnail was me with pink hair. My response was the, why are you gay, guy? It just like, I just put the gif underneath because it just was like people in the comments just like, bro, you're fucking reaching. Your show's dog shit. But anyway, that's just an example of like, maybe if it was someone else or if maybe I was champ and someone did that, I might have taken that personally. But now I'm just like, it's not personal.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Will White 5707. It says, Ian Garry eats bananas for their shape and not the taste. The second one's from Feliciano 9166. It's in reference to Jean Silva wearing Alexander Volkanovski's custom shorts at the UFC PI. It says, Jean is so cringe, man. And the final one's from Kemroski. It's in reference to Tai Tuivasa's new combat sport. It says, how is this even allowed? 2 dudes charging at full speed, smashing heads. Crazy. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.